I'm a little bit like somebody I know that gets frustrated with employers or employees and wants to do a good job and is very passionate about his work. So I just kept going through jobs. Your mother and I decided that we'd go take a trip across country and see where we really wanted to live, you know? And when it was all said and done, there were parts of the West Coast that looked pretty good, but the whole time we were there, it was like raining, you know? My grandmother had bought a cottage back in 1959 for $1,500, which I'm sure at the time was a lot of money. So we decided, well, we got a cottage sitting on Martha's Vineyard that needs a lot of work. And so I started working on the house, and then the neighbors, a few of the neighbors would come by and say, hey, what are you doing? Can you do that for me? You know, I need that done. And one thing led to another, word of mouth. It's amazing how if you show some initiative and, you know, sort of enjoy doing something, the work sort of just comes flying at you eventually. It's the hardest part of my ride. I'm eventually going to have to get an outdoor shed. And I get my battery bike. In a lot of ways, we were so lucky to come here when we did, because we bought our house in 1976, a brand new house for $39,500. After, you know, we were able to make some payments on that, we started to feel a little more comfortable, that is for sure. I wished I hadn't spent quite as much time working as I did when you guys were little, because you only get so much time to spend with your kids. And then they grow up. If you really have to make so much money, you tend to focus on that, and everything else that's in the way of making a lot of money just becomes annoying. And you don't see the beauty of the place. Like, I only realized what a wonderful town Oak Bluffs was about 15 years ago, when I was able to slow down a little bit and just look around me, you know? And then I realized, oh my gosh, this place is really spectacular.